In today's 500 round review, we have the Springfield Armory XD-40. Now, everything I'm going to talk about today applies to the XD framework. This happens to be 40 cal, but the same would apply for 9 mil or whatever chamber you'd get it in. Let's go. Okay, so the XD-40 comes in a 4-inch hammer forged barrel, 7.3 inch slide altogether, comes in at 30 ounces. It is a polymer framed striker fire. The slide has front and rear serrations, as well as front and rear stippling on the grip, and a little bit of texture. It's really not much. Now, this is a polymer frame, but I have to admit it's a little heftier than some others that I've held. Probably the first upgrade I would do to it would be to put on some rubber grips, which I really like, but it's not necessary. 2 safeties on this firearm. We have our trigger safety and as well as a grip safety. So this does not have any external safety on the frame. So the grip safety, I think it's a great added benefit, unlike a Glock, which doesn't come with one. You can see it has a very nice beaver tail, ambidextrous mag release. So you've got on the left side, but you also got on the right side, which is pretty neat. You can see here, I've just got a cheap crimson trace on it, so it does have a pick rail, which I think is a great added benefit for the price point. These sights are 3-dot sights. I've shot this pistol so much that I've come to really like them. You just line them up and shoot them. If you're used to Glock U sights, you might not like them as much. You know, the trigger is a striker fired trigger, so you have to get used to that long uptake. You can see all that. And then you do hit a wall, a nice wall, but there's still quite a bit of mush before she breaks. I don't think it's anything that you'd have to talk about replacing or upgrading. It is what it is. If you get used to drawing and then hitting that wall with striker fires, so as I'm target acquiring, my finger's already pulling up to the wall, you get used to it, so it's really not that bad. I found this to be extremely accurate, really. I like the 40 cal and I like the 3-dot sights. 2 additional features that I really like about the XD platform are the indicators. So we have a firing pin indicator letting us know that we are locked. And then we have a chambered indicator. So right now it's totally flat because there's nothing in there. And then, so now you can see the round indicator is up. So in the dark even, you know, you could say, yeah, I've got one in the chamber and yeah, you know, I'm locked and loaded. I think it's a great additional feature. Why not? The gun has a dual captive recoil spring. Now the purpose of this, because it does sit a little bit higher, the slide sits a little bit higher, is to reduce muzzle flip. So let's take this apart. I'll show you how to do it if you haven't seen it before. You just lock the slide back, flip this up, drop the slide, pull the trigger. Obviously, I want to make sure that you're not loaded. And you can see here.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I don't understand either, Siri. Why you would interrupt me. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, you have a dual captive recoil spring here. So it's got a recoil and a rebound spring. To put the XD slides back on, you simply just slide the slide on, lock it in place again, which it's pretty convenient to do with your thumb. Pull this down, then drop the slide. And you're ready to go. A couple other small things to mention. It does have a full-length guide rod. It has an undercut, and it does have a thumb cutout, which is actually on the other side too, so it's ambidextrous. One note on the magazine, when I purchased this, it was a 12-round magazine, and it came with an additional magazine. Jumping on their website, it looks like they only have low-capacity magazines now, which is 10-round, so it complies with California and Massachusetts. I'm not even sure if you can buy these 12s anymore. Secondhand, sure, on their website I didn't see them, but mine does come with a 12-round magazine. So I had bought mine a long time ago. I don't see these anymore unless you can get your hands on them, but when I bought it, it came with a nice case, and then it came with a speed loader. It actually came with its own Kydex holster. I mean, it's cheap, but thank you, they threw it in. And then dual mag holder. So without having to go out and buy more kit, it came very complete. In sum, I've had this for a long time, put a lot of rounds through it. I've been very happy. The question always is, should you buy it? And I have to admit, MSRP right now is $540. I think you can pick them up for closer to $500. I think that comes with one magazine and maybe a soft pouch case. For that price point, I mean, again, the magazine drop on both sides, you get a pick rail, you get the safety indicators, and you get the grip safety. I think it's a great buy. I hope you enjoyed today's review of the Springfield Armory XD-40. Please make sure to like and subscribe so we can help the algorithm get out there, spread the good news of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.